What is going on, you guys? It is your boy Cyrus Obsidian here at Obsidian Games, here to bring you some more Yu-Gi-Oh content. So let us swing on in. So for today's locals, we have just a little bit of time before the Christmas season is upon us, and we just have this week to play for our final remaining standings in our Super League at our store. So we're hoping that this week we can go out with a bang before the new year. And we are going in with a deck that I have been dying to play since it was announced, and that is Malice. We have been able to pick up all but one card for the deck, which hopefully we can obtain tonight. I was hoping it was going to be in the mail, but alas, our mail system did not deliver. So we're going to see if we can pick it up, maybe just borrow it, we'll see. But if we don't get it, we do have a deck on standby just in case in Rescue Ace. Rescue Ace did really well last week, so we're carrying that momentum into this week just in case as a backup. We have tweaked and altered the deck a bit for better consistency and better resiliency in hopes that we can top even higher with the ceiling that the deck does have. But without further ado, let me show you the deck profiles, and then depending upon how locals go, once this video is edited, you'll see which deck we did go in with. But I might save the deck profile for later so that way we can use it in another video. But let me show you the deck profiles and then we'll head out to locals. So our alternate choice, if we can't get the Q Red Ransom, starting out is going to be Rescue Ace. So we are playing 2 copies of Hydrant, 3 copies of Airlifter, 2 copies of Turbulence, 2 Preventer, 3 Impulse with 1 Fire Engine and 1 Fire Attacker. So this version, we have opted out to drop the Kashtira engine just because in some of my matches last time we played this deck, and you can check it, if you haven't seen that, you can check it at the top. We did brick on it a lot with the Theosis, the Birth, and then like drawing into a dead Fenrir or a dead Unicorn just really didn't help. So we've cut that engine entirely and we're playing some more board breaker like approach. So this is the Rescue Ace monster lineup. I love seeing Airlifter at 3. I cannot stress that enough. It's great to see Airlifter back. Moving on to spells, we are playing 3 copies of Emergency, 1 HQ with 1 Rescue, 1 Alert, 1 Contain, and 1 Extinguish. This is just going to always happen, and it's always going to be this way playing the Rescue Ace. We want to see him, but we don't want to see him in our starting hand. Moving on to some support, we play 1 copy of Prosperity, 1 Rhoda, and 1 1-for-1. I decided to bring Prosperity back into the build to help us just dig into the deck more, so that way we can see some of our key starter engine pieces. And then as for the rest of the deck, the non-engine, we are playing 3 copies of Super Poly, because Super Poly did go pretty hard last time, 3 copies of Ash, 3 copies of Droll, and we decided to get rid of the Forbidden Droplets for Fantastical Dragon Phantasme, so that way we can just dig into the deck more with 3 copies of Imperm and then 1 Call by the Grave to round out to a 41 card deck. So it's pretty good. So far in testing, I have no complaints. It has been pretty consistent. We haven't seen a lot of the dead cards, but now that I say that, we're gonna go to locals, play this perhaps, and we're gonna just brick. Moving to the main deck, or the extra deck, it's still the exact same with 1 Garura, 1 Mud Dragon of the Swamp, 1 Typhon, 1 Anima, 1 IP, 1 SP, 1 Sunlight Wolf, 1 Dark, 1 Hida, 1 Phoenix, 1 Unicorn, 1 Promethean, 1 Access Code, 1 World Sea, and 1 Ambler Whale. So it's pretty standard. Don't expect to see any changes in the extra deck. Haven't needed the second SP yet, but that can change, so we'll see. And then the side is the exact same too, with 3 copies of Nibiru, 3 Perulia, and then this is supposed to be thrusts, so like we'll just grab the thrusts from our Malice with search targets of Lightning Storm, D-Barrier, and Different Dimension Ground, and then of course evenly matched, because I love that card. So that is the Rescue Ace deck. If we don't end up playing Malice, this is our backup, which hopefully we can play Malice. Nothing wrong with Rescue Ace. I just want to play Cybers again. So that's it for our various deck profiles. So let's head to locals to see what we're gonna play and to see how well we can talk. What's going on, you guys? Here we are at Duke City, and round one, I am so glad I didn't record. So we ended up playing Rescue Ace since we weren't able to find someone that had the Q Hearts Cryptor, which is sad. They did give me the option to proxy, but I just didn't feel good proxying, so we're playing without it. We're not playing the deck at all. So round one, we play against Grand Maju OTK. Game one, I bricked on Super Folly, Imperm, Rescue, Preventer, and one other card that did nothing for me. He lightning stormed my back row, and he just took it. Game two, we opened Alert, Preventer, 2-Ash Droll, or no, 2-Ash Moltrami Perulia. We passed turn to him, we Perulia on his draw, and we hope that we draw into an effect negation card. Didn't happen. So we ended up taking an L because he OTK'd me again. Sad. It was a quick round one. So we still got 4 more rounds to go, so chance for redemption. Okay, so since we missed recording for round 3, we just finished round 4 with like seconds left in time. Anyways, round 3, we play against Branded. And I 60 card pile Branded, he wins the die roll, he goes first. Or no, we win die roll, we go first, but we brick on big boys and we just pass. We set, pass. We had a call by set. He was able to play through and just, I drew for turn and was like, all right, let's go game 2. Game 2, we went first again. This time we were able to open full combo, establish our board. We had some back and forth, and it went a long time before I finally was able to OTK. And then game 3, he goes first. We got some back, or I have like interruptions on him. We're able to play for a bit. Comes back to me, and we're trying to, we had evenly matched in hand. We go evenly to break his board, and we go trying to combo. Time gets called. We don't have a way to burn, so we end up draw. Round 4, we play against Fiendsmith Kashtira. He goes first. We interrupt him as much as we can on his turn. He unicorn rips my Promethean out, so we lose Promethean plays. We have some back and forth, but ultimately he takes game 1. Game 2, I go first. I'm able to go full combo. He has interruptions for me this time around, and we're going back and forth until eventually I'm controlling the tempo of the game and we take it. And then game 3, he goes first again, or he goes first. And we had, he goes rates off, we ash the rates off. We're able to control the tempo a bit with that. He does have full Fiendsmith combo though, and we're trying to like play around all of the interruptions that he has. And again, we just control the board, we're playing on his turn, and we're able to take it with a swift OTK. So we are 2-1-1 with 2 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw. So doing pretty good. This version is doing a lot better than the Kashtira engine that we played before, and I'm definitely liking it, but it is still bricking on the big boys, which is kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is. 1 more round to go. We'll see what happens. Last and final round, we play against Runic Stun, and oh my gosh, I was terrified. I have no idea how I squeaked away game 1 win, but we did. Like he opened up first. He was able to, it was because I opened hand traps. That's the reason why. We opened up the Imperm to hit Hugin so he couldn't get Fountain, and then we just played. There was a lot of back and forth. I wasn't able to OTK, but I was able to break through his board and just OTK him, which was great. Round 2, again, he goes first. He did tick boo me in game 1, which did hurt, but we found a way around it. And then in game 2, he did the same thing, and it was a little bit of back and forth. I was feared of Synchro Zone, but we were able to get rid of Synchro Zone before it was able to resolve. We were also able to banish both of his Fountains with SP on the first one, evenly on the second, or evenly on the first one, SP on the second one. Since we sided it evenly, Lightning Storm, D-Barrier, different dimension ground, even though I knew that wasn't going to do anything. But he went Inspector Border and then passed. I was like, all right, evenly. We got rid of the first one because he went Border, Fountain. I went evenly, got rid of the Fountain. And then we went Emergency, set Turbulence. That way we had a big beefy body he couldn't swing over. Passed. He went, added Fountain. We drolled him so he couldn't add. So all of his runic cards were dead. And then we just were trying to regain tempo of the game. We eventually did.
and we just were poking at damage here and there till we eventually got him to 0. He did set a couple cards that freaked me out. One of them was a cylinder, but we did manage to get rid of the cylinder. The other 2 were just dead cards that were just there to freak me out. So overall, we ended 3-1-1, 3 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw. Not too bad with a revamped version of the deck. We did see a lot of good things from the deck. Having seen Stun, it makes me want to like rethink about putting in back row removal into the deck. Twin Twisters would be good since we can feed those big bodies into the grave and use Turbulence Preventer to just go off. Yeah, that's it for this local diaries, guys. I don't know where I am in standings. I'll find out, probably post it somewhere as I'm speaking right now. But like, comment, subscribe, share with a friend. Hopefully we can have Malice for Friday. That way we can play that and you can see my spin on the deck. But we'll see where it goes. Pass it over to you.